And so Nintendo. Can I say wow again? I'm really, really, really impressed. And I wasn't prepared to be. I was prepared to kind of go, new console. But wow. There are two things that are wow with the system. One is the system itself, and I have to talk about that first. Then the second thing is what I think Nintendo's kind of doing. But going to the system first. So the Wii U is technically more powerful than the 360 and the PS3. So it'll have high definition graphics and it will have more processing capability. So it's basically, it's sort of level with Sony and Microsoft, although a little better. The big thing for me is the controller. Touchscreen on it, yippee but that's actually not what's exciting. It's the same as the PlayStation and the Xbox controller, in that it's got two analog sticks, directional pads, start select, shoulder buttons, and finger triggers. So I can play a Battlefield on it when it comes out, and that's actually going to come out on it. So but I'll get to that stuff in a second. So I mean, it's got a traditional controller with a touchpad on it. The touchpad on the front um, is kind of. I'm actually trying to remember. Oh, it is a touchpad. I'm just trying to remember that it actually is, but it is a touchpad. It streams from the console the picture, and it goes back and forth, I guess. Um, it's compatible with the Wii U is compatible with the Wii games. I assume all the Virtual Console stuff will be compatible as well. What else? It looks like it's going to integrate play in interesting ways. Like they showed a golf game where someone had the Wii U controller on the floor with a golf ball and had the Wiimote, and they went. Pfft. That was kind of cool. So that integration is really kind of nifty and things like that. It looks like it's going to open up a lot of doors, and it looks really cool. Apparently, they're talking about having the new Super Smash Brothers game will be cross-platform between the 3DS and the Wii U. That's kind of nifty as well. Um, so it's a neat looking system. They didn't really talk a lot about it, but it looks like there's going to be some really neat stuff on it. But that's actually what I care less about, because what really excites me about the Wii U is the doors it opens for Nintendo. In the last generation, or I guess in the current generation, what will be the last generation once the next generation comes out. God, I love console terminology. You have your 360, your PS3, and your Wii. And like I said in my last week, you've got Sony and Microsoft are here, and they're duking it out for that hardcore space. And then Nintendo's over here with the casual space, and they own that. And Sony and Microsoft own the core gamers, and they're kind of fighting it out. And Nintendo's here all unopposed, but they've also lost this market, right? They don't have the hardcore space. With this system, they get both because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo is sort of synonymous with family casual games that I grew up with, and their games are also synonymous with quality. But the Wii, because of the way it's designed, doesn't allow you to play Battlefield or Call of Duty. I'm trying to think of or Batman, which is actually coming out on the Wii U. All those sort of core games. You can't play those on a Wii, and so Nintendo loses access to that because programming for your regular traditional controller is easy, relatively speaking. Controlling, but programming for motion control with the Wiimote and the nunchuck is a heck of a lot harder, and making your games work, with that kind of setup is not easy. But now Nintendo's got that controller. They've got the traditional, two analog sticks, D-pad, buttons, the whole 9 yards, and so they can compete. When they showed some of the third-party developers that are going to be working with Nintendo for the Wii U, and they're big ones, are Ghost Recon, Batman Arkham City, which got loud cheers from the audience, and that's really exciting. So Nintendo now can access the core audience, and they can access the Nintendo audience. I don't own a Wii because as much as I might want to play Super Smash Brothers and Super Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart, I don't care that much. I'll probably buy a Wii 2 because I can play Super Smash Brothers and Zelda and Mario and play Mass Effect and and all those sort of core games. And I mean, Mass Effect, I don't know if it's actually coming out on the Wii U. I'm just using it as an example because it's a game that I really love. And that's really exciting. So I mean, you've got, everyone's sort of doing their thing, and now, Microsoft is sort of going, for the casual, and Nintendo's going, driving right towards the core. And you've got Sony kind of staying where they are, but I mean, they have PlayStation Move, which can sort of be um, somewhat casual. It has the option for casual. They showed a neat little Sword and Shield game, which is kind of cool. I wouldn't play it, but it looked kind of cool. So it's really neat to see sort of how the market is all shifting. And I mean, I gotta say, if I am Sony and I am Microsoft, I am scared because there's now a more powerful system coming out, which will be able to run better graphics, that has the Nintendo brand, so I can play, again, Mario and Zelda and Metroid and Kid Icarus and all those franchises, and can play the games that I have on my system. So I can play, Mass Effect and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Just, I'm looking at my game shelf, and all those sort of those core games, and that's I'll be nervous, and I'm really curious to see what happens next. I like Sony sort of with their portable system. It looks really kind of cool. If I'm Microsoft, I'm really worried, and I imagine that next, it may be as long as a year from now, we may see with E3 2012 new console announcements from Microsoft and Sony. It won't shock me. I actually kind of expect it, but I would even almost expect it sooner. Now, we also don't know when the Wii U is coming out. That they didn't say. Everything's in the prototype stage right now. So, in theory, although they've not announced the Xbox Next system and the PlayStation 4, they're probably already in development, and they may step up that development even without announcing it. So we'll sort of see what happens. I'm really curious to see what the market's going to look like. I think the next generation, I think it's Nintendo's war to lose. I think Nintendo is going to own face. Unless Sony and Microsoft can really do something different and unique, I think Nintendo's just going to kick ass. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I got no problem with that. And that's about it. A lot of cool stuff in E3. I'll do a show on Friday. I'll probably have more thoughts. But that's sort of my initial, I've watched 3 press conferences and kind of been wowed by stuff and really excited to see what everyone's doing. And that's about it. Have a great couple of days. And remember, be geeky, be awesome. The two are mutually exclusive. And holy crap, Nintendo!